Okay, we're gonna probably start with that video. That just sounds odd. Anyways, what's going down in Chinatown? I don't know. I've never actually been to like a real Chinatown, so it just sounded good. What's up, Liz? What's up, Liz? You the first one up in her, as far as I can see, anyway. Shout out to you. What's up? What's up? What's up? Go ahead and send out the links real quick. Post. Share this to Twitter. Post. Share this to Facebook. Post. Share this to Instagram. Yo, come join us on YouTube, ho. Lego. Hey, Lego. For real, though. That's fucking awesome. It rhymed. Post. Boom. Posted. Now let me go ahead and go back to YouTube. Pull up the live chat. What up? We got Liz, David, Brian, Gary up in here. Bitch. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to everybody else who has yet to comment. You know what I'm saying? I know you just waiting. You know what I'm saying? You just waiting for me to finish up because then we can start talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. My night's going good, man. You know, it's Friday night and I feel all right. Body it on West Side. West Side's actually that way though. It's the west is actually behind me. Technically, I'm facing east. West is behind me. South is that way. North is that way. Yeah. So, anyways, now that we all know our directions, you know that you're not supposed to eat soggy Wheaties. You know what I'm saying? Never eat soggy Wheaties if you ever need to know your, north, west, southeast, or however. Never would be north, eat, east, soggy, south, Wheaties, west. There you go. There you go. That's how it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, man, how's your guys' Friday going? I know that was odd. How one question about how my night just went into that. That's the ADD kicking in. You know what I'm saying? That was ADD right there. If ADD was a person, you just saw it. But yo, so shout out to Taylor. So Taylor ordered the very, very first high clothing hoodie. She got the Intelligent Mind. Shout out to you, Gary, getting off work. Hell yeah. She got the Intelligent Mind. So here's the hoodie all done. Again, you guys aren't going to get the full effect because of the green screen. So some of the colors are going to look washed out. But we got, boom. We got the Intelligent Mind right there. And the nice little chest print. And then on the pocket, you got the HC for high clothing. You dig what I'm saying? That's that high clothing. HC. Boom, boom. And then right here behind, you got the big logo from the front, just big on the back. You dig what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, homie? There we go, homie. There we go, homie. You got it big on the back. And then on the arm, right here, it says Intelligent Mind. If you guys can see, oops, let me see if I can get it all out. So you got the Intelligent Mind right there on the sleeve. Gang, gang, gang. You dig what I'm saying? So this is the Intelligent Mind hoodie. You can get this in t-shirt as well. And there's also 3 other designs. There'll be one more coming soon. But there, as of right now, there's 4 different options, 4 different new logo designs that you can go ahead and cop in either t-shirt or hoodie form. So check out the link in my description or my bio on Instagram, on Facebook. So in my bio on Facebook and Instagram, cop the bio link or whatever, the merch link. And then there is a video I dropped like a week ago when we launched it. You'll see it. It says like new merch or new apparel or whatever as the title of the video. It's like a minute long. And there's the new apparel link in the description of that video. So yeah, shout out to Taylor again. This is Taylor's hoodie right here. This will be shipped out tomorrow. And yeah, it's gang, gang, gang shit. You dig what I'm saying? So if y'all want to get you one, go ahead and order you one. And I could possibly maybe get that mother out tomorrow too. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But if anything, it'll be, you know, a couple days, whatever, and we'll get it out to you. ASAPity. Gang, gang, gang. Okay. Anyways, shout out to all the members, man. Kara, Hollaboy, Nene, Netcoast, Taylor, Shauna, Driver Thoughts, Neek, Nick, Dave, Happy Chick, Wild Turkey, Jamal, Ryan, Sam, Keith, Kenneth, Funny Farm, Hologirl, Diesel, Creative Insane, Aaron, Mama Dukes, Amy Jane Doe, Liz, Nugget, My Hood Life, and Gary Willis. Gang, gang, gang. You dig what I'm saying? I love you guys. Yeah. Shout out to all the members, man. If you want to join those members, think about hitting that join button down below. If you don't see the join button, it's because you've yet to subscribe, and you should definitely subscribe because it's free 99, okay? It's free to subscribe and show support, and it helps your boy out tremendously. I need it, okay? I'm trying to hit 100K one day. One day, tier. One day, 100K. One day, 100K. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. What up, Buzzard? What up, Don? I've been late and so behind on your content, but just stop by to say hi. Love you, dog. I noticed the coolest you've been doing a lot. I got a lot of binging to do. Got to get some sleep for big job tomorrow. Hell yeah, man. You have a good rest of the day, Don. I appreciate you. You have a fantastic fucking night. You dig? For the record, they do not, I repeat, do not shrink by your correct size. Yes. Gang, gang, gang. I told you. You know what I'm saying? This is a medium hoodie. And it's been washed a bunch of times. Like you can see I wear this hoodie. It's like, you know, I wear the shit out of this hoodie, actually. I've done all sorts of work in it. You know, this is like one of those like everyday hoodies that I just be tossing on and abusing the shit out of it. That's why it's not printed. I just was like, I need a hoodie, and I abused this hoodie. But yeah, it still fits me like the same as it did when I bought it and put it on the first time. So what up, John Morgan? What's going down? My dog John is back in this bitch. What's up? What's up? John, did you see the new hoodie? We got the new Intelligent Mind hoodie up. The gang, gang. You got the HC right there on the pocket. You got the Intelligent Mind design right there in the nice little, you know, small chest pocket, real nice and classy. And then on the back, you can hit him with the big boy. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a mullet party in the, you know, it's serious business in the front. And then it's a party on that motherfucker in the back. You dig what I'm saying? And then you got the Intelligent Mind on the damn sleeve. So if anybody needs to know what it is and what time it is, you can be like, look, it's Intelligent Mind time, because that's what it is. Okay? So yeah, shout out to Taylor. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all one more visual of that. So yeah. And you guys are probably wondering why there is a toilet with rice in it. Hell yeah, John. He said, yeah, I seen it. Yeah, you got to check it out, man. It's gang, gang, gang. It's so nice. You know what I'm saying? It's so nice. It's so nice. But, what up, Wilder? What up? I'm about to roll up. But yeah, if you're wondering why there's a toilet with some rice in it, it's because we're about to watch this video on Scary Cherry called the 20 Wildest Toilets Ever Made. And yeah, and that's because I just feel like it. Okay? I just feel like it. We're about to go down a rabbit hole of shit today, okay? We're about to see what we get into. It's going to be one of those lives where we don't really know what's going to happen this live. We just know we're going to have a good time, okay? So without further ado, strap your boots on, get what you need to get, and let's have a good goddamn time. You dig what I'm saying? Let's have a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, amazing time. All right. It is from a restaurant that uses those bowls. Yeah, this one is a restaurant. So go ahead. 20 weirdest toilets ever made. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. What up, Brian? Let's go.
You all have an idea of what we think a toilet is, but while most toilets are broadly the same, every now and again a toilet comes along that changes the game. These are the 20 weirdest toilets ever made.
It makes me think of Gold member from Austin Powers every time I see sleeping with like excessive amounts of gold on it.
Number 20, the Kisses urinal. As if standing in a public space.
What would you do if you walked into a bathroom and seen a fucking urinal that looked like some lady's lips, bruh? You know how disrespectful that really is, bro? Don't let no fucking feminist group see this shit right here, bro. Because then they will be rioting and fucking standing outside these bathrooms fucking like, this is inappropriate, this is unacceptable, we will not stand for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you know there's dudes that are going to the bathroom like, bro, I gotta take a picture with this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, doing weird shit. Like, we're dudes, let's just be real. You know there's a lot of dudes that saw this and took a lot of weird and interesting pictures. And, yeah. Such a weird toilet.
With your privates out and then having to actually pee without getting stage fright wasn't tricky enough. How about sticking said privates into a giant red lipsticked mouth? Not in a fun way, though. This is the so-called kisses urinal, which is rather suggestively shaped like a lady's cake hole. Although, frankly, those teeth make it slightly intimidating,
as long
to
as
say
she knows
the
how to
least.
move them teeth
The work of
out
a Dutch designer named Mich van Schindel, a mouth-shaped urinal was created in the year 2000, and obviously, it's drawn a rather lot of attention. And so has been since featured on CNN. In what capacity, I'm not sure. Presumably, they didn't have Wolf Blitzer demonstrated or anything. Heaven forbid. Now, I can't unsee that image in my head. How wonderful. The urinal then made an appearance in the hilarious movie Rock of Ages, which starred Tom Cruise. And then, oddly enough, the same porcelain pissoir has made its way on the perennially popular TV series Storage Wars. So, take aim, I guess. Although you'll probably feel just the tiniest bit weird peeing into this particular urinal.
I mean,
before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
Yeah, do what he said.
Now it's time for the sweet topic. These toilets spotted by a tourist in Japan are truly some of the weirdest toilets we've ever seen. It's funny at the least. The design makes it look like someone is looking at you, and it's rather interested, shall we say, in your genitals. It's a unique toilet setup, that's for sure. As always, let us know your thoughts.
That right there, what would you do if you're sitting there trying to take a piss, and as you're sitting there trying to take a piss, you're looking at a picture of someone else that's like in the pose looking at your junk? Like there was many different ones. Like, look, let's go back real quick. Hold on. Let me go back. Look, you got the chick over here on the far my left. I think your guys is right. Way over here. She's like got the whole little like sexy pose, like, ooh, like, yeah, I see you, big daddy, you know what I'm saying? I see you, big boy. Like, you know what I'm saying? She got that weird, you know, seductive ass look. And then you got this chick right here with the camera and shit, like this old, and that's like an old ass like digital camera. That don't even look like some new shit. That look like some old early 2000s ass digital ass camera shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even look new. But she's sitting there like, ooh, let me take a picture for my spank bank later. And I don't want to have to remember it. I'm just going to have a digital photo of your things. You know what I'm saying? And that's weird. But then you got this chick right here in the middle who's like, she's like bent over with the glasses, like, yo, like, this could be taken in one of two ways, right? Like this one right here, it could be either like, yo, like I can't even see that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? She could be like sitting there like, where is it? Like, holy shit. But then it could be the whole opposite side of that spectrum where it's like, yo, I've never seen one like that. That's a huge, like, or whatever, you know, or maybe it's just weird looking. I don't know. But that one is like, this one is almost like you could take this one in so many different ways, and depending on the context of your story that you're choosing to, you know, give this lady as far as a backstory when you're trying to take a piss in front of her. Yeah, that backstory is going to determine on what kind of weird face this actually is, you know, supposed to be. But then you got this weird lady right here, okay? We left her for last. And the reason we left her for last is because, you know what? Let me spark my blunt. Let me spark my blunt, because if you look at this lady right here, okay? Look at her. I'm going to give you a moment to just take a second and just look at her real quick, okay? This lady right here, in this little white shirt right here, she got this stunned look. And this right here is it can only mean one thing. She just got poked in the butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Like, I don't know. Like, she's got this look like you just poked her. Okay? This is like this shocked surprise, like, bloop, like you just, you know what I'm saying, slid in somewhere you wasn't supposed to slide in type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you just flashed her when you weren't supposed to. Like she wasn't expecting you to do it. Like regardless of what happened, what the action is, she's shocked. She's surprised. She's caught off guard. Okay? This lady looks like she needs to call 911 and will be taking a moment to write statements and everything else because you're probably going to end up on some sort of registry list as a sex offender or something. You know what I'm saying? Like she's got this shocked face like you just did something horrible. Why on God's earth would you want to stand in front of any of these 4 chicks right here? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's some sort of alert to this or, whatever. But as far as I see, all this is some weird kinky shit that people need to just keep in the privacy of their own homes. Like, if this is what you like, you and your significant other and all that, you do that in your own bathroom, in your own time and whatever else. But, let's say you don't have a significant. If you want to put up a window mirror thing and put a weird pitch, like, cool. Again, privacy of your own home. We don't need to see this shit in public, okay? Now, this other toilet over here, we're not going to forget about this other toilet over here, okay? That's right behind me, right? That my head is pretty much on. This is some weird shit right here. Whoever thought of this weird-ass toilet is nothing but a perv. Nothing but a perv. It's the most perverted-ass shit we've seen yet. Let's go. Let's keep it
looking at you, and it's rather interested, shall we say, in your genitals. It's a unique toilet setup, that's for sure. As always, let us know your thoughts in the comments section down below using the hashtag #SweetTopic. Number 19, Swarovski Crystal Toilet. Now, it may seem as though the calls for a crystal-covered toilet would be few and far between, but it also seems as though there might be a market for these super expensive, super shiny, ridiculously lavish latrines. Not only were they apparently launched back in 2008 as part of a matching bathroom set by designer Jamal Wright, these toilets could be picked up at Home Depot of all places for the tidy sum of $75,000. Clearly, the ostentious bottom rest was more popular than you might have been anticipating. In 2011, another fancy lavatory was put on display in Tokyo, Japan, where this time around it was a Swarovski crystal-studded throne from the building material company known as Lixil Corp. That Japanese John was covered in 72,000 pieces of the shiniest crystal, and it took a whole month to assemble and decorate the toilet before it went on display. It is serious business indeed. Anyways, this particular potty was apparently not for sale, but an estimated 100...
Chat. Guys, are you spending 75 racks on a Swarovski, or however you say that, Swarovski, however you say that shit, the fucking crystal toilet? You spending 75,000 on a crystal toilet? Please say no. Please say no.
$28,000. Would anyone want it? Perhaps you would like one.
Please tell me you ain't spending
Number 18.
racks on a fucking
Soul's
toilet, bro.
Stunning Sky-High Urinals. Well, there's nothing like an exhilarating view from the top of a tower on top of a mountain, but the opportunity to take a whiz as you take in the view, now that is special, if you happen to like that sort of thing. Nowadays, you can basically find almost anything that you might be able to imagine. There are opportunities to do all manner of things in any place that you can dream up. Swimming with sharks? Well, everyone's done that. Base jumping off a building? Tell me something new. But this here? This is peeing on a whole city. Kind of. This is the men's room at the top of the In Seoul Tower, which is located on the top of Namsan Mountain in Seoul. From one side, you can look out across the city, and from the other, a bunch of mountain views. Number 17, the Toilet House. Some people are really dedicated to their work. I mean, really, really, really. So this guy built a house in South Korea that...
Okay, hold on. Did Buddy try to pull the iron or the brass shit? Look, he's got a handful of shit. Why does he have a handful of shit? Why was he trying to pull the metal shit out of the metal little boy statue thing? There's something totally wrong about this, bro. Why? What the
really
fuck is
dedicated to
going
their
on?
work. I mean, really, really,
And
really.
why?
So this guy
And why the fuck? Why is there someone who decided that they should make statues of of people shitting? Where did they do that at and why?
the house in South Korea that looks like a toilet.
Oh, South
Of course, naturally. Why
All right.
wouldn't you want to live in a huge toilet bowl? Back in 2007, one Mr. Sim Jae-deok built the toilet house with a goal in mind, because what better way to promote proper bathroom hygiene around the whole entire world than to build a big toilet-shaped house in South Korea to live in? Well, yes, it seems obvious now, doesn't it? The guy was the chairman and founder of the World Toilet Association, so you could say that
There's
he
just
made it
metal
his business
poops
to
all
poke
over
about
the
in
place.
other people's business.
shitty
He was
property.
completely obsessed with the
Literally.
importance of sanitation and the promotion of clean public restrooms. These are, without a doubt, very important things, but who knew that there were individuals who made it their life's work?
Right.
Or, for that matter, loved lose so much that they would actually live in one. Anyways, according to him, the
People are
necessity
odd.
for toilet hygiene is a message that he wants to spread around the world, and that we can all agree, I'm sure, is
Bruh,
a
that is
better way
straight
than
up
spreading
metal
gross
poops
toilet
all
germs
over the
all over the place. Do you believe in something so much that you would build
Fuck
your
is going
home
on?
to get your message out there? Is this a viable means of communication? Go on, have an opinion about it
no.
in the comments section down below. Number 16. Flower-shaped urinals. More novelty urinals for your eyeballs, where this time we're taking aim and tiddling into beautiful flowers. How sweet! A hilariously titled Nature's Call exhibition was an art installation in San Francisco back in 2005. Each of the urinals were one-of-a-kind pieces of artwork, but they are also fully functional and can be purchased and plumbed in, used like any other pissoir. The artist who created these unusual works
I will say, for a urinal design, I mean, that's a lot cooler than the fucking mouth. I mean, I think this right here, I would be less likely, I think all men would be less likely to be like, let's take some weird pictures or like, doing weird shit in the bathroom. Like, if they see you see this, like you're just like, we had some really cool and like really interesting ass urinals in there. I was pissing in flowers and shit. It was like being in nature. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like being at home. You know what I mean? Whatever. Pissing in your backyard or some shit. Like this is not like super unusual. It's just unique. Right? Like that's how I would like classify these urinals. Like they're just unique. You know what I mean? The mouth one, like, that's disgusting. Someone's a perv.
Clark Sorensen, he says that the process of hand building, firing, and glazing the urinals was a painstaking task, each one utterly unique, taking months to complete.
That'd be crazy.
He says that he would be inspired while standing in front of a urinal many times every day. He had the ideas of shapes just come to him. He saw flowers, shells, mouths, and shoes. In the end, he decided to focus on the flower shapes because he especially enjoyed the idea of taking a mundane, everyday object and turning it into something beautiful. Well, that's one way of looking at it. But to be honest, do any of us especially care how beautifully shaped a urinal is? Be honest.
Look, you know what would have made these even better is if they would have made like some little like cases to like cover the piping. So if it really looked like a potted plant that you're pissing in, like that would be even cooler if it like looked like a like, you know what I mean? Like it like didn't really look like a urinal. Like that would have just even made it even that much weirder and like cooler in my opinion.
Does this kind of thing keep you awake at night?
Number
Number 15.
So weird. You ever thought you'd be like, man, that's a cool pisser? That's a really cool pisser. Like, I never thought I'd say some shit like that, bro. That's
Dagobert toilet
such an odd
throne.
thing to say.
Now, if you're bored
that
of
toilet.
regular old toilets, then you'll no doubt be absolutely thrilled to find out that you can actually purchase a
Why
replica
is this shit fucking? Hold on, let me raise the. Oh, it is at the highest quality. This video.
Royal
is
Loo for
shit
your home,
right here.
and it will
This
even
particular
play you
part of
a
it,
little
anyway.
tune while you tinkle. This is the utterly absurd King Dagobert toilet, which is allegedly a replica of the lavatory used by King Dagobert, who
boombox
apparently
toilet?
ruled France between 629 AD and 638 AD. So if a throne-like throne is your cup of tea, then this could very well be the porcelain for you, my friend. Not only is this ludicrous loo shaped like a wooden throne, when you lift the lid, it plays a silly old song. This thing is over 5
hell
feet
no,
tall,
bruh.
made from wood and
You know
porcelain.
how fucking
and even
annoying that would be? Look, as a parent, my kids would fucking piss me off with that because they would leave the seat up and it would just be playing songs and shit, and not even songs, the same fuck ass song all over and over and over. Hey, like that shit, that gives me anxiety thinking about it. That's a stupid toilet. Whoever came up with that toilet's dumb. What
It's a
up,
pull
Nugget?
chain flush. And best of all, it has a speaker inside of it that plays the French
Oh,
children's
Nugget,
song
you gotta
Le
see.
Bon Bon.
Nugget, the new so the first official hoodie is done. I'm gonna show Nugget real quick because we were talking about it yesterday. So here's the Intelligent Minds hoodie. So this is the first one. So this is the little pocket print in the front, and then you have the HC. Oops. Then you have the HC right there on the pocket, the little kangaroo pocket or your pouch pocket, whatever. That's the front. Super simple, nice and clean and effective, kind of like a mullet. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were saying earlier. You know, nice and professional in the front, subtle. And then you got a party in the back. You got the big logo in the back. Gang, gang, gang. Hopefully you guys can see that shit. And then on the fucking sleeve, to cap it off, to set it off even more, we got, boom, the Intelligent Minds. Boom, right there on the, oops, I don't know if you were able to see that with the way that I had it. Let me hold it right. Let me hold it right. There we go. You got the Intelligent Minds on there, on the sleeve, big sleeve print. So shout out to Taylor again. Shout out to everybody who who is trying to decide on which logo to get. I appreciate the support, and I hope that you guys really, really love the new apparel, man. And I got a bunch of new shit. We got a new brand coming too. It's gonna be women focused. It's gonna be it's gonna be clothing that not just women can wear, but men can wear too. It's gonna be some really cool shit. We're gonna call it the Butterfly Effect. Super tight. Yeah, I know. That shit's tight. I know that shit tight. So the Butterfly Effect clothing line is gonna be coming. That's where we're gonna be dropping a lot of the women's stuff. That's gonna be focused towards women, but we're gonna be doing some men's shit too. Designed by yours truly and also Renee. We're gonna be doing some cool shit. So some his and hers stuff. And then there obviously would be a lot of stuff that's gonna be focused and aimed towards women. But like I said, I'm gonna be throwing some men's stuff in there too. And then we also, like I said, this is all the new designs. Eat it up. The high clothing is lit. Okay, high clothing is lit. All right, let's go.
Dagobert, the good King Dagobert, if you will. Novelty toilets are all well and good, but one that lets you poop like a king? Well, that's some next level bathroom nonsense. Number 14, the toilet slide. Obviously, this is in Japan, because where else? Crowds of Japanese families lining up to pop on hats shaped like poos and taking a slide into a massive toilet. Sounds like a weird art show, or even a fever dream. But no, it was an area at an educational expo in Tokyo, which was designed to give visitors an increased appreciation of toilets. The exhibition was called Toilet, Human Waste and Earth's Future, and it was essentially a celebration of all things fecal.
Like from an educational standpoint, it makes sense, right? Like, if you're trying to be healthy, like, it makes sense. But if it was just to show off toilets, that shit don't make no goddamn sense. I don't know, bro. That shit's... I wouldn't go to that.
There were poop mascots who were there to encourage visitors to gain an increased appreciation of their digestive systems and the wonderful world of the toilet. There was also a feces ambassador. And then they even had a character who was named Wipey, whose main purpose in life was flushing things. And then a whole host of cartoon characters who were there to teach visitors how to examine their own poop for an indication of their bowel health. What a fun one! Now, while it is true that a good toilet is nothing to be sniffed at, it does seem that there may be a collection of individuals for whom toilets are something more than a passing interest. Number 13. Golden toilet with most diamonds. If there was anywhere in the world that you might expect to find a golden diamond-studded toilet,
Again, why?
then Dubai might be that place. Or
Okay, it's
perhaps
Dubai, but
Trump
still,
Tower.
why?
The world record for the most number of diamonds set on a toilet bowl goes to this crazy creation that would be unveiled at Dubai's amazing museum and art gallery. So, breaking world records is a bit of a mixed bag of skills, and just putting a lot of something in one place at the same time. This particular world record falls most firmly into the latter category. Frankly, any one of us could cover a kazi in gold and diamonds, if we had a lot of gold and diamonds, that is, and you'd be forgiven for wondering whether this is the absolute best use of these resources. This diamond-encrusted toilet seat is studded with a mind-boggling 40,815 diamonds and a total of 334 carats. That adds up to a cool $1.28 million, all for a toilet bowl. You know, the place where people sit down and take care of business. I mean, you can't even see the toilet when you're sitting on it, so it probably doesn't really matter if it's shiny and gold or even heliotrope, for all that actually does for the functionality of this essential item. Anyways, yet again, this is one of those crazy things that just goes to show there may in fact be a thing as too much money.
Wait, yeah,
Number 12.
So stupid,
Solid
bro.
gold toilet stolen
Hey,
from Britain's Blenheim.
what up, Taylor? I gotta show you, Taylor. So here's your hoodie. It's all done. I've been showing your hoodie off all live. So since you just got in here, I gotta show you your hoodie because why not show you your hoodie? So here it is. So you got the little print right there, little pocket print. You know what I'm saying? Nice and businessy. And then you got the HC for high clothing down there. You know what I'm saying? You got the HC gang. You know what I'm saying? Little signature. Then that's the front. And then on the back, you got the big logo on the back. Yeah, got the big one on the back. And then on the arm, on this arm right here, the what is this? I have it on the left arm. You got the intelligent mind in different colors, all the same colors as what's in the logo. So shout out to you, Taylor. Again, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Supporting your boy, helping your boy out, you know, just doing what you got. I appreciate you. All right, let's run it down.
Alice. In the niche world of the Golden Laboratory, things are rather unusual already. I mean, just the idea of sitting on a solid gold throne is beyond daft to most mere mortals like myself, and this particular golden loo is one of the most famous toilets on Earth. Artist Maurizio Catalan's infamous solid gold toilet has been making waves since it was first unveiled in 2016. The artist is known for his satirical view of the art world and his ability to manipulate and mock the very people who are buying his work. The Guggenheim Museum in New York City had the gold toilet, which was titled America, in its collection when Donald Trump moved into the White House. He requested a loan of a Van Gogh painting from the art museum, and they offered him the golden loo. It's not as if he kept his penchant for golden objects a secret now, is it? Anyways, he declined the offer, and the 18-carat piece was ultimately installed at Blenheim Palace in the United Kingdom. The toilet was plumbed in and became fully functioning, adding a bizarre twist to tiddling on a day trip to the stately home. But the tale of the toilet did not end there. In 2019, the well-publicized receptacle was stolen from the palace, and nobody has seen any sign of it ever since. Since it was worth an estimated £4.8 million, there's no doubt that whoever stole that thing is now feeling pretty flush indeed. Number 11, the Millennium Falcon. Okay, well, to each their own. This is a toilet that's been modified by a chap who's really into Star Wars. So much so, it would seem, that he can't even bear the thought of parking his posterior on an unthemed lavatory. It's all good in humor, though. A lightsaber toilet brush is an hilarious addition to the otherwise boring old bathroom. I hate to be the germ nerd, but just how do you keep the Millennium Falcon toilet lid clean? All of those nooks and crannies. Just imagine the party the toilet germs could have in there. It doesn't bear thinking about. Good luck to this guy and his passion for Star Wars, though. He's evidently an extremely dedicated individual that should be appreciated, even if you would hold your pee all day rather than touch his toilet seat. Number 10. The iPoo toilet.
I wanted to see the toilet.
Now, if
like
you
the
struggle to
actual
do
toilet.
anything at all unless the object with which you're interacting bears the famous Apple logo, then this ridiculous lavatory is going to come as quite the relief to you. The iPoo toilet is clearly a parody of the obsession that many have with the products from that particular company. But to be honest, even though it is kind of funny, it's also a silly joke. The whole thing is shaped like the Apple logo, it's shiny like an iPad, and says that it's made from the same stuff. The seat, so they say, is as thin as a MacBook Air. The designers also state that although it functions in exactly the same way as any other old toilet, they'll charge you twice as much for it. All very funny indeed, but before all of you Apple-obsessive people rush out to buy one, you should know this is a joke advertisement. Not a genuine toilet, nor an actual Apple product. In fact, the creators of the iPoo probably risked getting sued just in making the joke alone in the first place.
Most likely.
Number 9. NASA's Space Station Toilet. Probably the most expensive toilet ever, this is the newly designed toilet that's been recently sent to the International Space Station. In the year 2020, NASA sent this shiny new space loo out into space for use on board the ISS and then, in future, on deep space missions.
What's up? Sean break? No, we're gonna watch a movie when I get off live.
Yeah.
And wait for you to get home.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
All right, go back in the room.
Longer?
A little bit.
Toilet took all of 6 years and $23 million to be developed by NASA. The thing must be the most elaborate and pricey porta potty that's ever existed. So what do you get for that kind of money? Well, surely it sings you a song and wipes your bottom for you at the very least, right?
What? Oh, I thought he was gonna say it actually wipes your ass for you. I was like, that's a
Well, not exactly. The space toilet is kind of like a wee and poo hoover. It relies on suction to keep things hygienic. You know, with no gravity, the simple act of doing a wee is suddenly dangerously risky business. You don't want a laboratory malfunction to wind up with everyone's gross stuff floating around the space station. Nobody wants to see that. So, the space toilet has a hose with a funnel attachment, which the astronauts pee into. This has a fan that pulls the piddle into a tank. To do a poo, the astronauts have to sit over a tank that has that same fan mechanism. The poop then gets sealed into a bag and held in a canister, and this canister holds about 30 bags. Then the whole lot is emptied out with the trash into space. There are literally bags of astronaut poop floating around in outer space. Number 8, the aquarium toilets.
Peace out, Liz.
Here we are again in Japan, the land of toilet appreciation and fecal fascination, where this time, the toilet that I'm talking about is one that has somehow become one of Japan's top tourist attractions. The Hippo Papa Cafe is in Akashi, Japan, and they decided that they needed more than anything a toilet that was surrounded floor to ceiling by an aquarium. Well, why not? It does make perfect sense. The aquarium lavatory is actually just the women's bathroom, but apparently the owners allow men to go in and have a look at it if the restaurant is quiet enough. But no sitting on the toilet, though. That's for ladies only.
That's cool.
So the ladies who happen to need a tinkle while visiting the restaurant are fortunate enough to be able to enjoy a full view of a massive fish tank while they tittle. The fish, on the other hand, don't really have a choice in the matter. They're basically forced to watch women peeing all the livelong day, which is weird to say the least. The queue for this toilet must be ridiculous, though. Everyone who goes inside probably sits there for way too long, either through getting hypnotized by the fish or by getting stage fright from being stared at by them. But what do you think? Would you wee in this loo? Or is it all a bit off-putting? Let's discuss the ins and outs of novelty toilets in the comments section down below. Number 7. The fish and flush. From being surrounded by fish while on the toilet to now keeping your fish in the toilet. Not in the way that you
That's
might have held a
stupid.
goldfish's funeral, but in the tank itself. I know, it's ever so slightly silly. Back in 2006, some bright spark came up with the idea of building an aquarium on the toilet. Well, in the toilet. I couldn't tell you if they dreamed up the notion while sitting there, but chances
That's
are,
so
don't
dumb.
you have all
Such
your
a
good ideas
stupid
when you're
idea.
sitting on the toilet? For some people, it's a great place to do their very best thinking. Anyways, this is the so-called Fish and Flush. It debuted at the Kitchen and Bath Industry Show in Chicago all the way back in 2006,
dumb.
and
Like,
it's certainly turned to...
Here's my thing. Like the bathroom with the whole room that was a big ass fish tank. Like that was like, it was just, I mean, it was interesting. It was still slightly stupid, but it was an interesting concept. It was, executed pretty coolly. It made sense in a way, right? This shit though, it's like, when it like you just gonna go in the bathroom and look at the fish tank, you know what I mean? Like you pretty much just created like an extra thing to have to clean when you're in the fucking bathroom. Like when are you just gonna be in the bathroom looking at your fucking goldfish and shit? Like that shit just doesn't even make sense, bro. Like this toilet's stupid as shit.
Heads with
That's
its
the
wacky
dumbest
design.
toilet.
Although the
Not
fish
dumbest,
do
but
appear to
that's
be
one of the
inside the
dumbest movies
tank,
so far.
they are actually in no danger
What up,
of really
Robin?
being flushed.
Members
The
Live
water
is,
to flush the toilet
Sunday.
is in a separate container.
this one's
Beyond
not
that,
members
this is
only.
essentially
Members
just a
Live is,
fish tank on
Sunday.
a toilet. So,
Anybody
it's
who
hardly
wants-
rocket science.
Yeah, and good reminder too. So anybody who wants to join these lives on Sunday, we do Sunday lives that will be members only starting this Sunday. So come join the very first members only live this Sunday. We're gonna be doing this very same thing, but we'll be adding on some. Hopefully, we're gonna test out the music stuff. But I've heard a lot of stuff from talking to some other YouTube homies that even in the members only thing, the music can get the live shut off. So we'll attempt it. We'll see if we can get away with some music stuff in the lives on the members only. Because I'm not gonna monetize any of the members only stuff. So hopefully we can kind of get away with it because we're not trying to monetize any of it. So yeah, if not, we'll just go from there. But we're gonna be doing a lot of cool shit over there. So come join if you want to join. Hit that join button. 3 different options to choose from $2.99, $4.99, $9.99. So check it out.
Even if it is
What
a
up,
bit
Toby?
weird. Funny though, I've never seen one of these in real life, have you? Perhaps
No,
that
because
idea
that's a
didn't catch
dumbass
on.
idea.
Ahead of its time, no doubt. Number 6. The Love Toilet. Now for another joke toilet, but this time it's one of my favorite silly sketches from Saturday Night Live. In a spoof commercial from back in 1991, Kevin Nealon and Victoria Jackson are inseparable lovers. They do absolutely everything together. So the commercial goes, why waste any time apart at all? The double toilet allows lovers to do literally everything together, even pooping. It's very silly indeed, like all SNL.
Who would want? Okay, this is where you draw the line right here. I am not taking a shit with anybody else. I don't give a damn if it's my wife or anyone else. I don't want to sit in the bathroom at the same time as you and have to shit. The only reason that this would be even convenient, the only way that you should even try to sell this, like you shouldn't sell this as some romantic ass fucking toilet. This is not a romantic toilet. This is not sexy time. You know what I'm saying? This is not, ooh, love me long time fucking, you know what I'm saying? This ain't that vibe. You know when this toilet is fucking handy? This toilet's only handy when your fucking significant other or whoever, it don't even have to be a significant, when someone else is in the bathroom taking too goddamn long and you got to shit too. And there's no other toilets available. This is the only time. That would be the only time that shit would be acceptable and that you wouldn't get stage fright trying to shit next to somebody while you're having a conversation or while the motherfucker's asking you how your day is and shit. Because that shit would be weird. But if you had the bubble guts and that shit was running through you and you was about to piss out your butt, well, this might come in handy. But that would be the only moment and the only situation and circumstance that this shit would be okay. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying.
is really, but that studio audience sounds like they're having a whale of a time. Although this is a daft sketch from a bazillion years ago, it has naturally found its way back onto the internet,
What
and
up,
the
Nick?
lover's toilet is now the subject of a bunch of memes. Because of
Yeah,
course
because
it
that's
is.
the dumbest shit
Number
ever.
5. Japan's high-tech toilets. The fancy toilets in Japan are pretty famous all around the world. High-tech toilets have been commonplace in Japan for many years and are now more frequently found than boring
Those
old traditional
fucking
toilets. With a whole bunch of buttons and snazzy features, super toilets are much more than just a receptacle for bodily waste. These things provide more services than a luxury car wash. Even
Yeah.
the basic models offer the sitter a range of such wondrous delights as anal cleansing, bidet
What?
washing, deodorization, and the utterly essential seat warming. How the world
mean, the
has
seat
survived
warming
without
feature
such
would be
basics
lit.
is a mystery to me.
You know how fucking nice it would be to have a seat warmer on your toilet? Like preheating your car. You know what I'm saying? Think about when you first got a car that you could preheat. You could just hit that lock button twice and then hit that start button either 2 times or hold it. You know what I'm saying? Depending on your model, you may have to 2-time it or you may have to just 1 time, but you got to hold. You know what I'm saying? Either way, imagine how beautiful that was the first time that motherfucking weather sucked outside and you got to preheat that vehicle. So as soon as you ran and had to do your little 15 seconds from the house to the car, you know what I'm saying? You get in that car and it was like you never left the house. It's a beautiful thing. Now, also at the same time, imagine that moment when you first get up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? And you go sit your ass down on the toilet, take your morning shit, and the toilet seat is cold as a motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? That shit wake your ass right. It's like a cup of morning coffee. Motherfucker be like, oh shit, I'm awake now. You know what I'm saying? That's what it be like. So imagine being able to heat your seat before you sit down. Like, that shit's beautiful, bro. That shit's nice. That's like having heated floors and shit. You know what I'm saying? Heated seats and shit. Like, come on. Tell me that shit ain't a beautiful thing. That's like my heated steering wheel in the Charger, motherfucker. That shit is nice, dog. I don't know what I would do without a heated steering wheel no more. I can't go back. You know what I'm saying? I can't go back. It's like crack. You know what I'm saying? Heated seats and heated steering wheels and shit. The shit's crack. Can't go back. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I ever had a toilet seat that motherfucking heated up and I could like preheat that bitch before I sat down on it, oh, it'd be like crack. I'm not going back. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You know? I'm just saying.
Been living like animals, and it's time we stopped parking our posteriors all willy-nilly without a proper bottom washing facility, let alone on a chilly
That's
old
so
chamber
odd.
pot.
Okay, question. Has anybody used a bidet, or however you say it, is it bidet or however you say it? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Have you used one? And 2 questions. Have you used one? And 2, were you ashamed after you used one? Were you embarrassed a little bit by yourself? Like, did you question some shit after using that shit? Like, I've never used one, so I couldn't tell you like how invasive, you know, they really are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never really been in a situation where I needed to use one or had the opportunity to use one. And even if I did, I'm not sure that I would want to use it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Neanderthal. I know how to wipe my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do it the old school way, apparently. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Toilet paper, like, what the fuck? I'm just saying. I'm just so curious. Like, how invasive are these fucking things? Because no one ever talks about it. You don't ever hear somebody who's got a bidet or a fucking who's ever encountered one like going around like, bro, did you get your ass fucking washed out? Did you feel that? This shit was amazing, wasn't it? Like, nobody's walking around talking about their bidet stories and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody doing that. So that's why I felt like I needed to ask, because I feel like there's a pretty like, you know, centralized consensus here. You know what I'm saying? There's a majority consensus here that most of us are probably going to be like, yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see that shit and be like, yeah, nah, I'm straight. You know what I mean? I don't really know what to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just going to be like, yeah, where the toilet paper at? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to keep it a buck. I'm just curious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's just kind of weird. Funny Farm said, I did in the UK. Weird as fuck and uncomfortable to me. See, so the shit was invasive. That's what that means. That's what that meant right there. Funny Farm said it all. Invasive. That's all we gotta say. We'll just, if one word had to motherfucking label what that is. Invasive. Got it.
Who doesn't
Understood.
want a nice anal cleanse? The sheer number of
Not
buttons
me.
and options are likely to boggle the basic brain. So before
Motherfuckers
you
like,
engage
here,
with a tech toilet,
enema.
make sure
Like,
you clear
what?
your schedule, or you simply won't have time to explore all the wonders of the multiple flush
Fucking
options,
toilets over
which
here
are
giving
based
you a
on the
fucking
specific type of
prostate
deposit that
exam
you've
and
made.
shit.
Or how about the integrated bidet selections with the inspiringly titled choices of oscillating,
I was saying it right,
pulsing,
bidet.
and rear and or soft functions. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Number 4.
Chief's good.
Thermochromic urinal.
He's laying down somewhere.
Is this
big ass
actually
is
a
somewhere in
real
this
thing?
house.
Or are we looking at some sort of concept piece?
He's probably
which
in the
is
room
simply
with,
the fantasy of an 11-year-old
daughter,
boy
honestly.
who wants nothing more than to be able to draw stuff with their pee. Who could possibly say? The
I mean, we
internet
all
is
like to
full
draw
of this
shit
same
with our
image
pee.
over and over and over with next to no information. But whatever. Who even cares about facts? Or anything as boring as that when peeing into a multicolored toilet is even an idea, let alone a reality. So what we have here,
Wait.
with next to no actual information, is what appears to be some kind of tech nerd people, a thermochromic urinal. This, they say, is a urinal that's been coated in a color-changing thermochromic paint, which means that warm pee will turn the back of the urinal a jolly red/orange color until it cools and goes back to boring old blue again. Just imagine all the
That's so
hilarious things you
stupid.
could draw.
You want to know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like a bunch of fights. You want to know why that sounds like a bunch of fights? That sounds like a bunch of dudes trying to write their name or draw pictures and piss and people getting fucking peed on. Shoes getting peed on. Motherfucking pee accidentally landed on somebody's fucking lip or something, or on their fucking hand. Some weird shit, bro. That's what this shit sounds like. Like, why would you give a bunch of grown ass men with fucking, you know, children mentalities? Let's be real. All fucking humans at this point. Like, women, when it comes to certain things, they turn into kids too, right? Like, they got inner kids, right? But dudes, the simplest of things will turn us into fucking kids, bruh. We turn back into boys, like, for the dumbest of shit. I'm just saying. You're gonna give me a fucking wall that fucking color changes as I piss on it? Oh, bro, I'm writing my name in that bitch. I'm trying to fucking draw the fucking Eiffel Tower in that motherfucker. I'm pissing as high as I can just because. I'm gonna try to touch the top of the wall. I want there to just be this random fucking streak all the way from the bottom to the top. Why? Because I can. Or at least I'm gonna find out if I can. Right? I'm just saying, am I the only dude in here that's gonna try to piss to the top of the fucking wall? Am I the only one that's gonna find that shit entertaining as fuck for no reason and then feel accomplished after I do it? I'm just saying. I might be in this motherfucker alone, but I'm just saying. I'm pretty fucking sure every dude in this fucking room would fucking try to piss to the top of the wall and then write their name to fucking solidify that they fucking did it. Okay? I'm gonna piss to the top of the wall and then write Jacob next to that motherfucker. Jacob did that shit. Why? Because I can. Okay? Because I can. Because you gave me the option to do that. Why? I don't fucking know. I haven't figured it out. I don't know. You're asking me fucking, you know, astronaut space questions and shit at that point. I'm just saying. Every dude is going to try to do something stupid, trying to piss on this wall, and then guess what? Somebody gets piss in their eye. Now someone's got fucking pink eye or some shit because they got pee in their eye. I don't even know if you can get pink eye from getting pee in the eye, because I know you get pink eye from getting poop in the eye. So I'm only going to assume, and this is really an assumption. I'm really just like, I'm dead ass. I really don't know if you can get pink eye from getting pee in your eye. But the point is, someone's going to end up with pee in their eye. And the shit was funny until someone got pee in their eye. Okay? I'm just saying. This is the dumbest shit ever. It's awesome at the same time. This shit is so fucking awesome that it's stupid. Why? There was no fucking... Bruh. No woman would have fucking agreed to this shit. There was no women on the fucking board that directed this shit right here. Nobody in the women community would have fucking condoned some shit like this, bro. What up, Shroom? No one would have fucking been like, yeah, no woman would have been like, yeah, let's paint a whole wall in some weird fucking paint that color changes as you pee on it. That was all dudes. Bruh. One dude was like, yo, bro, what if we fucking painted the whole wall? Put a little ditch, little hole like thing at the fucking ground. Made the whole wall a piss wall. The whole wall's a urinal at this point. And then, hold up, best part. Best fucking part. Best part. We're gonna paint the wall. Oh, hold up. I know you're like, what? Paint the wall? Best part? What are you talking about, bro? 1 second. Let me finish. We're going to paint the wall in special paint. Oh, yeah? Special paint? You want to know what special paint is? Color changing special paint. Oh, yeah? How does it color change? Heat. Oh, yeah? Where are we going to get the heat? Your piss is hot, bruh. Guess what? You pee on the wall, color changes. As it fucking cools down, color changes again until it gets back to the original color. You can write your name in the fucking wall, bruh. It's going to sit there for about 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how hot your pee is. Bruh, tell me about it. I'm just saying, that's how that whole fucking conversation went. And that whole time that I was just fucking talking to myself, every one of you motherfuckers on the other side of that fucking camera right now, the other side of that phone, the other side of that motherfucking screen, was having the conversation with me. You was answering back every goddamn fucking thing back, just like we were having a real ass conversation. That's how real that shit was right there, bro. That's how I know that no women were on the motherfucking board of decision making when it came to this goddamn male's bathroom right here. Not one. Because all it would have took was one to get this shit vetoed out. There was no women on there. Not one woman would have fucking condoned this bullshit right here. I'm just saying. But I would try to piss to the top of the wall. Not even gonna lie. I would have wrote my name next to it after I accomplished my goal as well. And if I pissed on you, my bad, dog.
Dear Willie, if only you can save up
Oh,
enough.
man, this shit is wild.
Number 3, modern toilet restaurant. Now, call me old-fashioned, but I was brought up not to eat food in the bathroom. That's
Facts.
not to
That's
say
disgusting.
that I never did, because later in life, I've even been known to drink coffee and eat sandwiches in the shower. It's not a thing anymore, though. Well, as far as you know. Apparently, some people
Guess
have
you're in
never
a
heard
rush.
of that idea, so they went right ahead and made a completely horrific restaurant with an appallingly unappetizing name and the decor to match. This is actually a chain of restaurants with branches
Ew.
all across Hong Kong and Taiwan. There are 12 of these places and counting, but who is eating in them and why? This is literally a poo-themed restaurant, and I'm
That
not
is
kidding.
so
There is so
gross,
much
bro.
poo or finalia in this place. The interior decorators have really gone to town on the scatological theming, and it's absolutely
There's
disgusting.
that rice bowl, the rice toilet.
So restaurant goers actually sit on toilets at the table. The tables contain fake poos. The walls are covered in pictures of people sitting on the toilet. And when you order some food, it's delivered to your table, presented in a miniature toilet bowl. And a good deal of the food on their menu is actually designed to look as much like poop as possible. And if you
That's
find that you
disgusting.
can't possibly leave without one more
Like,
plop, well, you can
I
purchase...
feel like if you go to a place like that, like you're one of two types of people, right? You're either that weird person who's just like, bro, this is crazy. Let's go have an experience. And like, you know, you're only going to do this shit one time in your life. Or you're the weird person who like has like some weird fetish with poop. And this is like your like, you know, weekly spot.
all
You know?
kinds of
I bet you there's
turd-based
people who go
treasure
there
from the
weekly.
gift shop.
I
So
guarantee they
classy.
have
Who
regulars.
thinks this up? Number
Guarantee
2.
they have regulars. I don't give a fuck
Duralift
how good the
pop-up
fucking food is.
In many modern city centers around the world, you may begin to notice these unusual features popping up. Quite literally, unlike traditional public conveniences, the
Whoa.
Eurolift pop-up toilet tucks away neatly when it's not in use in the ground. Sounds slightly bizarre,
Whoa.
but actually has a lot of benefits. For starters, nobody wants to look at a smelly old urinal cluttering up an otherwise beautiful
That's actually
historic city
fucking
square.
tight. That's tight, bro.
Secondly,
I ain't gonna
it
lie,
prevents
that's tight.
vandalism, which is commonplace in public conveniences, as I'm sure you're well aware of, you hooligans. And thirdly, the general novelty of the toilet rising up from beneath the sidewalk may in fact be sufficient to encourage even those people who may have consumed an adult beverage or 5 to use the toilet and not to tittle on any old storefront, much to the relief of shop owners everywhere. Oh, and these things are also apparently self-cleaning, whatever that may mean. So what do you
That
think
shit's
about
tight,
keeping
bro.
the smellier
I
aspects
ain't
of the
gonna
city
lie.
life hidden beneath
That
the
shit's
streets?
tight.
Is this the future of public urination?
Hell yeah, actually.
Number 1.
I would 100%
Krafla
say
toilet
that's
in
tight.
Iceland. So this toilet is technically
This
not
shit
an
will not
actual
stick to
working
itself.
toilet at all, but it is connected to a super interesting place, so it's worth a look. The bathroom at Krafla in Iceland is part of an experiment that was run there between 2009 and 2011, in which the facilities were exploring the possibilities of geothermal heat. This is where they use the heat from inside the earth, obtained directly from terrestrial magma, in order to produce energy. It is a pretty crazy and snazzy idea, and one that would
is
be
kinda cool,
seriously
though.
useful in the modern world as we try to find alternative energy sources. So these researchers at Krafla paved the way for some of this technology by investigating these geothermal business. One of the ways that they did this
That's
was
kinda
to
interesting.
install a shower, which was heated entirely using geothermal energy. The so-called bathroom at
probably
Krafla is
stays
located
hot
in a
though
remote
fucking
place
forever.
with nothing else around it. So it really looks rather incongruous sitting out there in the middle of nowhere. But the shower is fully functional and dispenses hot water. There's also a basin, and then for good measure, somebody put a toilet there to complete the set, although the toilet is an art piece and not a plumbed in and useful thing. So no wheeze, please. Well,
They
what a
need to
lot
make
of
it functional
lavatories.
shit.
Who
Why
knew the
not?
world of toilets was
I
so
guess you'd have to
varied
figure
or
out where you're
unusual?
gonna
Which
pump
of
the
these
shit to, though.
weirdest
The shit
ever
and piss.
toilets would you like to try out? And what's the weirdest toilet you've ever
The shower
come
part,
across?
like the water, it just goes back into your house. You know what I'm saying? Like, or back into the ground. All right, let's do this one right here. Top 20 scariest swimming pools in the world. That doesn't even
Swimming
like
pool?
swimming pool and scary shouldn't even go together, bro. Like those two words, just like they to me they're super contradicting. Like pool, when you think swimming pool, you should only think fun, right? Like that's what comes to mind when I think pool, like fun. But scary? Like what? What up, Misty? Gang, gang, gang.
They're
What's
supposed
up,
to be a
what's up?
nice, chilled out place to hang.
Glad you
but
made
that's
it.
not always the case. Sometimes.
Oh,
they can
Misty,
be
check
under-
out the new design, the new merch. This one is Taylor's hoodie. She got the first hoodie from the new designs. So shout out to Taylor again. But we got this is the Intelligent Mind design right here, the Intelligent Mind design. So we got that right there, the nice little chest print, and then on the little kangaroo pocket, you got the HC for high clothing right there. You know what I'm saying? High clothing. And then on the back, you know what I'm saying? You got the big boy design. You got the same design as the front, just big on the back. Bam, right there, that Intelligent Mind. And then on the sleeve, it also says Intelligent Mind in very colorful letters, just like the design. So that Intelligent Mind right there. Bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, check out the new merch. I just wanted to show Misty because it's been a minute, Misty. Shout out to Misty. She's a longtime member as far as like the last year, pretty much. I think she just recently had her stuff lapse or whatever, actually within the last week. I don't know if you noticed that, Misty. But yeah, shout out to Misty. Gang, gang, gang. You dig what I'm saying? Her
These
and
are the 20
her
scariest
husband's account,
swimming
Epic
pools
Service.
in the world.
Yeah, Nick Bones, you gotta cop the new merch, buddy. Gang, gang, gang. If
Number
y'all are looking
20.
for the new merch, go to my Instagram or my Facebook, and you can find the link to the merch in or the new apparel in my bios on both Instagram and Facebook. And then you can also find, if you go to the YouTube videos, there's a video I posted like 5 days ago that's called like new apparel, high clothing, new apparel, or something like that. You'll see it. You'll notice it. It's very obvious. It's like a minute long. But in the video description of that video, there is the link to the merchandise in that video as well. So check it out. Just wanted to let you guys know. I know we've been fucking throwing that shit out there, but I'm really proud of this shit, man. So if it seems like I'm pushing it, it's because I'm really excited for it. I'm really proud of these new designs and the way that things are kind of going now. People are really responding to these designs the way that I've always wished and wanted people to respond to my designs. So it's just like, it's a really big moment for me. It's a big milestone. I appreciate you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for just being fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? And just giving me that validation that, I didn't need, but I was looking for. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's nice to be validated sometimes. And the response I've been getting from just people being like, yo, those designs are fire, whether you buy it or not. Like, just the fact that people are really like, bro, I really want one, whether you can buy it or not. Again, it's not the point. It's just the fact that people are excited and really want one. You know what I'm saying? Again, whether they buy it or not is not the point. I just am glad that people are resonating and really loving the new shit. So I'm going to push it. I'm going to be pushing it, guys. So you'll probably hear me fucking say this shit 1,000 times. Y'all probably going to end up buying one just because you're like, fuck, man, I'm tired of you talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? But then you'll get it and you'll be like, damn, fucking glad I bought this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you will be part of the motherfucking high clothing fucking motherfucking family, bro. So yeah, anyways. Yeah. Save me one in blue. Steaks on 10. Hell yeah, for sure, Misty. Hopefully you've been good. And whenever you get in, you just can order it. Right now, we only got them in black right now. But we'll be adding some more colors hopefully soon. But we're kind of sticking with like the black theme and stuff just because people really like the black. It's really like the most popular color that we sell as far as garment color. But then that's why I did the design so colorful. Like, you can wear this and still wear some crazy loud, colorful shoes. You can do some crazy outfits with these hoodies and these shirts because there's so many colors in the designs. Like, I mean, it's just a splash of color, bro. Yellows and pinks, purples, reds, blues, greens. Like, I think there's even some slight oranges and stuff in there. Not super crazy, but yeah, like, it's pretty much the fucking rainbow minus a couple colors. So you can pretty much do whatever you want with these shirts and put crazy outfits together. And I highly encourage you guys do. So yeah, but let's jump in this, man. 20 scariest swim pools in the world. Lego.
Deep dive pool in Dubai.
Oh yeah, funny farm.
Dubai is a place of absolute extremes. It's a country so extremely stuffed full of money that there is gold
Toby.
dripping off
You have
of
a good
every
night,
surface.
pimp.
Well, not quite, but you get the idea. It's extremely hot. It is a desert after all, and it's a place where taking things to the extreme is easy if your pockets are deep enough. So everything is the
you'll
most
love
in
it, for
Dubai.
sure.
They have the tallest building in the
Guam?
world, the biggest shopping mall, and now
Damn,
the
that's
world's
crazy, for sure.
deepest
That's
dive
probably
pool
cool.
as well. The deep dive
Oh, we've seen
pool in
this
Dubai
pool.
attraction is 196 feet deep. That's 60 meters.
If you guys don't know what this pool is right here, this is that crazy pool. It's like a diver's pool. Like, you can go swim in it if you want, like just be a regular person swimming in it. But it's like a whole like diver's paradise and crazy diving experience situation because it's like an underground city situation. We've seen this in some other videos, and I'm sure most of you guys have probably seen photos or videos on Instagram or Facebook and stuff of this place. Super famous. A lot of crazy celebrities, not crazy, but a lot of famous celebrities and shit have been there as well. So it's been around. It's been posted a lot. So
To be this deep, it requires 14
I'm sure you've
million
seen
liters of fresh water, which for perspective is the same volume as 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools. It's apparently 4 times bigger than any other
gotta
diving
be
pool in
super
the world
certified,
and has
though,
been
to,
given
like,
the high
actually
prize
dive it.
of being named as the world's deepest dive pool by those fabulous clipboard clutchers at the Guinness Book of World Records. The water temperature is kept at a steady 86 degrees
Ooh, at least that's
Fahrenheit,
nice.
so as to
Shit.
be as comfortable as possible for diving in just a swimsuit. Unfortunately for most of us riffraff, the pool is presently an invitation-only sort of place, but will be open to the public at some point in the
Oh, so
future.
there you go.
The Crown Prince
never mind. You can't go just swim in it. But I do know, like, the diving situation, it's so deep that like you got to have certain certifications to go to certain depths and certain little rooms of the actual pool. Because it goes, yeah, like I said, like he said, it's like 200 feet or some shit. you gotta be experienced to just dive 200 feet, bro. You know, and know what the fuck you're doing.
Dubai is an eager diving enthusiast and was one of the first people to have a go in the new facility naturally. The country is basically his playground after all. So when he gets bored of this new toy, others will be allowed to take the plunge as well. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button, and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
Facts. What he said.
Now it's time for the sweet topic. When this photo was uploaded to Reddit, it shocked everyone who saw it.
Hey man, hit that like
Supposedly
button, hit
snapped
that
by a
share
pool
button,
cleaner
hit
named
that
Gaston.
subscribe button.
The photo
Let's
would
run
be
it up.
taken while
I
the
love you
pool
guys.
was
Appreciate
closed.
you for tuning
It's
in.
somewhere in the United States, but when he uploaded the photo to the net, he chose not to disclose exactly which pool that it was or even what
That
state
should
it
be
was
tight,
in.
Misty.
This has led to some accusations that it's a fake, but what do you think? As always, let me know your
not
thoughts
playing
in the
with
comment
spiders,
section
so
down below using the
I don't give
hashtag
a fuck if
sweet
it's a
topic.
fake or not. That shit would not
Number
be in my pool.
19, Marina Bay Sands Pool, Singapore. The infinity pool at the Marina Bay Sands Resort in Singapore boasts that it is the largest in the whole world, and
Oh,
it really is
infinity pool?
indeed very big. The infinity pool is part of a giant gravity-defying observation deck that overlooks the city. It is spectacular, however you may look at it. But the jewel in this magnificent crown has to be that remarkable infinity pool. It measures a massive 150 meters long, and that's almost 500 feet, you know. In this pool, swimmers can...
I think for me, it would be scary just because like I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm definitely very cautious and like aware of when I'm like not close to the ground. Okay, I'm hyper aware of that shit. I'm not. It doesn't give me like anxiety necessarily, like, but I'm aware. Okay, but the one thing about this that would make it not as scary is this little lip over here that's behind my head. I don't know if you guys can see it over here where the cursor is. This little lip right here. It looks like it's like 5 or 6 feet, you know, probably closer to that 6 feet situation. So it's like if you were dumb enough to fucking like, you know, fall over or some shit, you're probably not gonna just fall off the building. But at the same time, like, you know, there are people who are just stupid. You know what I mean? So if you do fall off, I feel like it's your fault because this seems like a really good safety guard to just make sure that you're not like gonna do anything stupid. You know,
nudge right up against the boundary of the space, and it seems as though there's nothing between the water and the vanishing
You're not gonna
edge.
accidentally fall off. But if you're purposely doing stupid shit, you might fall off.
And there isn't much, just a slender glass barrier, really. For people who like to feel
And
that
that
they're
6
swimming
foot
amongst
fucking
the
ledge right
clouds or
beneath it. That's
the
like 2 feet
smog,
down. What
since
you
it
talking
is a city center, then the
Oh,
Sky
look,
Park...
and hold up. And there's a whole little fucking other... Look, this is a whole nother little sidewalk right here. So even if you were to happen to fucking get into this little fucking 6 foot or so, 5 to 6 foot little area here, there's still another, if you fell 6 more feet, you'd pretty much just land on a sidewalk right here, right? This is probably like 4 or 5 feet, maybe 6 feet across here. Looks like a standard sidewalk or something. So, I mean, there's a lot to that would have to go wrong for you to actually fall off the building. So, I'm just saying. It still would be kind of cool and scary at the same time. But seeing this part and knowing that there's a lot of these like little safety things in place to like stop you from being a fucking idiot makes me feel better.
Center, then the Sky Park Infinity Pool may offer an unusual experience. You don't need to be staying at the hotel to use the facilities. Tickets are available for a price for mere mortals as well. Just avoid this pool if you are the type to be all wobbly at great heights.
You don't gotta avoid it.
Number
There's
18.
too much safety.
Hilton,
Just have
Auckland,
fun.
New Zealand.
Don't do nothing dumb.
Here's one for the exhibitionists amongst you. If popping your swimming kazi on and bearing all to a passing naval cruiser is your idea of fun, then why not go and try the uniquely positioned swimming pool at the Hilton in Auckland, New Zealand. This is another one of those high up in the air. Although this one is just on the 4th floor of the hotel, it's still pretty high up, and it overlooks the picturesque sights of Auckland's harbor. The pool itself appears to be a bit of an open secret. It's visible from the outside, but not really from the
but not as
inside
scary
of
as
the
those
hotel,
bottomless
and many
or
guests
the-
are not
the
even
glass
aware that
bottom
it
pools.
exists. That may be for the best, as this pool seems to be all about the style style and basically zero about the substance. It's kind of a long and rather narrow pool, so really not an ideal shape or size for
I'll
many
deal with a
swimmers to
crab before I
partake
deal
in
with a
at
spider,
the same
mister.
time. In fact,
Just
it looks
keep it
as
a
though
buck.
it may be very photogenic in a
Fuck
fish
the
tank kind
fucking
of way.
spiders.
But
I'm
when it comes down to
arachnophobic.
it, that's probably about it. A gimmick to get its picture taken. Have you swum in this novelty swimming pool? Looks a little bit rubbish to me, so if you have
it's not
given it a
that one's-
bash and you thought it was wonderful, then please do go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong, because that's exactly what the comments section down below is for.
Yeah, I'm with him. This one's kind of a weak ass fucking pool. Like it's all narrow and it's like a lap pool. But this one, like, it's not as, like I said, like had this been like really overhanging, like it's hardly really even overhanging the edge. Like it's not a glass bottom even. So this one's not as crazy of a fucking pool as that last one or some of
Number
the shit that I'm sure
17.
we're gonna see.
Devil's
That one
Pool,
honestly could have been
Victoria
20 or
Falls.
left off.
If swimming in a regular, mildly dangerous manner, you know, with just the normal risk of drowning and whatnot, is
I'll look it up
getting
in a
to be
minute.
just a little bit boring for you, thrill-seeking daredevils, well, then you might try this
Is that
crazy
Niagara
place
Falls?
out. With a name like the Devil's Pool, you can probably infer that this is not the most peaceful or even gentle of swimming spots on the planet. But what exactly is so very dangerous about the place, you may ask? Well, it is perched atop a gigantic Victoria Falls waterfall in Africa. And if you take a dip here, you're literally dicing with death, risking an accidental plunge that takes you 354 feet down to the falls.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I'm good. But is there? If it's this is in Africa, is there? You tell me. Come on. There's alligators, or not alligators, crocodiles. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, Africa's got crocodiles, not alligators. They might have both. But the reality is you got fucking Nile crocodiles and shit. You got fucking hippopotamuses and shit. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
The
What are we doing?
Victoria Falls is located on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. A colossal 38,430 cubic feet of water fall down here every single second. It's no dribble. It's a raging, furious beast of fierce and dangerous water. In order to reach the Devil's Pool, it's necessary to swim across a section of the Zambezi River, which is itself fraught with hazards. But rest assured, your guide's going to check the place for crocodiles and hippos before you take that plunge.
Yeah?
So
See?
it may not actually be a good spot for you to take your Nan
I
for
said
her
it.
Aquafit
Nope.
class.
You
Number
keep that.
16, the Cambrian Pool, Switzerland.
I want no
Yes,
parts of that shit.
healthy Swiss mountain air, complete with a fancy hotel and all the stuff you need to go and get fully rested and healthified. And there's this posh pool too. What more could you ever want? Up in the Swiss Alps, the Cambrian is basically a hotel with a bunch of views and some waterfalls near the spa facilities. To be honest, it does seem as though the infinity pool at this hotel was built with photographs in mind. It has surely graced the cover of every travel magazine on
That
the
would be
planet,
cool.
and
This
no
is the
doubt
coolest
features
one we've
heavily
seen
in
so
any
far, 'cause
personal
this will be
photo
relaxing
album
as
that a
fuck.
visitor
That's
may
tight.
have after their
That's
own
tight.
visit here. It is mighty impressive all year round, and probably rather nice to loll about in, if you can afford the rather exclusive price tag, that is.
I'm sure it's probably
Number
a
15.
couple thousand a night or
Wave
something
pool
stupid,
in
but that would
China.
be nice.
When a swimming pool hits the headlines, it's usually not a good sign, especially when, like this one, the headlines read 44 swimmers injured by giant wave at Chinese water park. Yikes!
God
Back in the summer
damn.
of 2019, the so-called tsunami pool at the Yulong Shuyin water park in the city of Longjing was closed after a machine malfunctioned and caused an absolute gigantic artificial wave to wipe out dozens of swimmers. Not an ideal
Damn.
situation. Apparently, the so-called malfunction was actually caused by a drunk man. Perhaps he nodded off at the controls. Who can say? Anyways, the result was that a whole bunch of unsuspecting people in
Damn,
rubber
could
rings
you
suddenly
imagine
found
how
themselves
fucking
riding on top of an
terrifying? That would
enormous
hurt.
and out-of-control tsunami.
Damn,
Not exactly the
people
kind
getting
of fun they were
smacked
looking
together.
for. The result was that a lot of injuries
Holy.
occurred, a heap of negative headlines, and a closing down of the pool in question. Perhaps a nice gentle paddle in the kiddie pool. Number 14. Koh Samui Blood
Damn.
Pool,
Take a
Thailand.
foot to the face and shit.
Now,
That would
you do
suck.
have to wonder what's going on in some of these designers' minds sometimes.
It's like
The
swimming in
Library
some tea.
Resort is located in Thailand, and it's a place that's famous for its super sleek minimalist design. It has all the most pointy and sharp angled
age.
architecture that you would expect from a modern and highly desirable vacation destination. But alongside all of that contemporary stuff, there's a color scheme that might have been better left out of some aspects of the resort's design. Throughout most of the hotel complex, there's an extensive use of gray and white colors in order to create relaxing and calming environments. But when they got to designing the swimming pool, it appears that they may have actually lost their minds.
They dye it red?
Possibly literally and into the pool itself, judging from the color. Yes, the swimming pool is red. It looks exactly like a pool of blood. Probably not the most inviting color scheme for a relaxing swim,
What up,
but
Kristen?
you know, what do I know? The color actually comes from the tiles that they
okay.
used to line the whole swimming pool area, and these are actually red, orange, and yellow, but that doesn't really matter when you look at it as a whole because it simply looks like a bloodbath.
It's kind of
Number
interesting,
13.
actually, though. It's kind of cool.
Y40,
It's different.
the Deep Joy, Italy. And now for something completely different. The Y40 indoor swimming pool in Italy is the deepest in the whole world, but this is no regular family fun pool. Located at the Hotel Terme Milipini, this pool is 137 feet, but is much more than a simple swimming facility. In
That's
fact,
cool.
this is a prime spot for diving training and other leisure diving experiences, but as well as that, this is a location in which many underwater film and photo shoots take place. The pool features 4 underwater
That's
caves
crazy.
as well
That's
as an
kinda cool.
underwater tunnel for
I wouldn't go
observers
do
who
it,
don't
but it's
fancy
cool.
getting their own feet wet. So if watching people get wet is something that you enjoy, well, this may be the place for you. This pool is actually located in a spa town, so the Y40 is filled with all of that lovely,
up, Brian?
life-giving spa water and
Hey,
has
you've
a
been in here.
balmy,
What am I talking
constant
about?
temperature of around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's entirely comfortable to dive here without a wetsuit. At the equivalent of a 12-story building, the depth of this pool is kind of frightening, even if you are into all that scuba diving business. This one is not for beginners or the faint of heart. Number 12. Infinity Pool at the Jewel, Dallas, Texas. Now, when you think of fancy infinity pools, you likely imagine Bali or the Maldives or some such vacation spot with epic sea views and sunbathing opportunities. But how about an infinity pool that hangs out on top of downtown Dallas in Texas? Well, why the heck
that's
not?
different.
Infinity pools are all the rage, so it makes as much sense as anything else in the world.
The
This
view is
hotel
better
is
than that
located
other
in a
fucking
classic
pool.
1920s neo-Gothic landmark
still not
building in
cool-
downtown
as cool
Dallas.
or
The whole
crazy as,
place has
like,
been
the glass
completely
bottom
jazzed
ones,
up to
but-
be the modern and stylish Jewel Hotel.
It's not as
Complete
cool
with all
as
the frilly bits, including the rooftop infinity pool. The pool doesn't just sit on top of the building. Oh no, why be so boring? It actually pokes out over the edge of the building by a full 8 feet, so you can take a swim with undisturbed views across the city skyline, and if you like, all the way down to the street below. What's this trend about? Why do hotels seem to be obsessed with dangling their guests off the side of their buildings these days? Is this what consumers are
Because they
demanding?
just,
Do
you
we
know,
really need
the
to keep
thrill.
finding new novelties?
I have
or is
no
this just
idea.
a lot
It's a
of
good-ass
extra
question.
nonsense that they can charge us extra for the privilege of experiencing? What do you think? Do your pools need to be in a precarious position to be fun? Let me know in the comments down below. Number 11.
That's fucking nuts. Hold on, one second, I'm
Holiday
back.
Inn Pool, Shanghai. At the top of the Holiday Inn in Shanghai, China, there's one of those deeply unnerving swimming pools that sticks out of the side of the building and basically offers swimmers a full, unimpeded view to the bone-shattering street down below. In recent years, probably as we all become more and more bored with our constantly entertained lives of cat videos and Karen memes, it seems to have become necessary for all the stuff around us to constantly fight for our very short attention spans.
Holy, see, like, that's crazy with the damn glass bottoms.
That means that everything from
Excuse me.
food to celebrities are in a permanent state of reinvention and one-upmanship. Buildings, it turns out, are
That
not
would be
immune to
scary.
the seemingly insatiable requirement to be more novel, or at least more distracting than the next edifice. And for some inexplicable reason, architects are obsessed with dangling swimming
that
pools
shit
off
would
the
be
edges
scary.
of high buildings and
That
using
would
as
be
much
scary.
see-through material as possible
I'm good
in order
on.
to
No
maximize
thanks.
the vertigo elements of the experience. So, the Holiday Inn in Shanghai is the perfect spot to really enjoy the terrifying views, right down to the 24 stories that hover over the streets, while also sucking in all the polluted air that you can handle. Probably as you hyperventilate when you look through the glass bottom of the pool. Ah, such fun. Number 10. Swimming pool at Hotel Hubertus, Italy. With some of the most incredible views that any swimming pool is ever
That
likely to
would be
offer, this crazy place
crazy.
in the
Look at
mountains
that
of
pool.
Italy may also come with a
Holy
side effect
shit.
of giving swimmers a dose of vertigo,
That shit's
as well as all
crazy.
the benefits of an outdoor swim. Suspended 40 feet above the
Holy.
ground, this unusual 82-foot
And there's a glass bottom
swimming
on that
pool
bitch?
overlooks
Hell
the Dolomites
no.
at the Hotel Hubertus, a wellness resort
Hell
for skiers.
no.
The pool is full of cold, fresh mountain water and gives swimmers the sensation of swimming in the sky. The infinity pool is positioned on a cantilever design, so it juts out over the mountain edge, which gives the distinct impression that it's actually floating up there. When you add to that the fact that this infinity pool not only feels as though it goes off into the horizon, but that those slightly mad architects behind its design have also added a window, the sensation is truly that of swimming at a great height with nothing between you and the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, that
well,
is
how do you feel about
crazy,
such
bro.
things? Would you enjoy a plunge at the edge of a mountain? Let's have a discussion about all things scary in the swimming pool department down there in the
That would be
comments
so
below,
crazy
shall
to
we?
swim in that.
Number 9. Odiseo Casino. This trend for dangling pools over the edge of buildings is getting just a little bit out of control. I mean, honestly, what seems to have been a bit of a novelty to
Imagine
begin
a
with may
diving
now
board
be
on there?
verging
Fuck
on
no.
ridiculous. Is this about offering visitors a thrill by hanging them off the edge of a great height? Or is this a sneaky budget option? You know, real estate wise. If you're using up extra space in the air, it's not technically in the footprint of the building itself. A sneaky land grab, perhaps. Who can say? But at some point, all these swimming pools that are sticking out all over the place are going to start cluttering up the space above the streets and blocking out the sun to the buildings beneath them. Then people may begin to notice this cheeky construction work around. Anyhow, here we are again, poking pools off of precipices. This time, we're in Spain, where Clavel architects have built a lovely, shiny new pool
That
for the
shit,
Odiseo
again,
Casino
but- and that
leisure
one's even
complex.
tinier. That's
and
like a
yes,
little
they've
prison
dangled it
fucking
over the
pool.
edge of the building. Actually, the 42-meter-long
shit, it's
swimming
long
pool
as
has a
fuck, though.
20-meter cantilever on each side and is boasting that it offers some of the best views of the city. Well, it would if you could stand the vertigo of swimming off the edge like this. Number 8.
Holy, that would be
Swala
crazy.
Luxury Lodge Pool,
It was
Tanzania.
all skinny and
If
shit.
being up high in the air
Narrow as
isn't
fuck.
enough to get your adrenaline to heart-attacking inducing levels, then you could always try this crazy pool in Tanzania. Wild swimming has really taken off lately. People just can't get enough of stripping off and taking the plunge wherever the urge brings them, be that a river, the ocean, or a pool smack bang in the middle of a habitat of some of the most dangerous animals on the planet. Although this particular pool is part of the
Why?
sanctuary retreat.
So what happens when a elephant decides they want to go for a swim? You just let the elephant go for a swim? What happens if the tiger, or not the tiger, the lion decides, you know what, you look good, I'm gonna just eat your ass? Then what? Nobody, like, we just assuming they ain't gonna get in the water? We just make the assumption that they are not gonna get in the water. Okay.
Resort.
All
It's
right.
actually located in the middle of the wild savanna of Tanzania. That's right, where all the animals are. You too can feel the same
Look, see?
sensation of a stranded gazelle by a watering hole as a group of lions begin to circle, licking their lips. Well, if that's all and good for you, then this is a place for you. Take a
This
paddle,
is the
but keep your wits about
craziest
you.
shit
and
ever.
You might want to check for crocodiles and such like lurkers in the water before you do that belly flop into the lagoon. Number 7. Anaha Tower, Hawaii.
Hell no.
Now, here we go again. Another point, another pool hanging out over the street.
See, look at that shit.
Exciting new
Nope.
architecture
It's
is getting
straight
kind of
glass.
old already. So rooftops and infinity pools are such a kind of old hat now. This cantilevered business is really where it's at in the modern world of swimming pools. People don't want to swim in a boring old indoor
Yes, we
or
do.
even regular old outdoor one either.
Yes, we
no,
do.
we demand that all pools should stick out the sides of buildings
the
and have
fuck we
glass
don't.
bottoms so we can see everything down below. And more importantly, all the people on the street can see us in our fancy schmancy cool swimming pool situation. Here's another one poking out of an apartment complex on the Hawaiian island of Oahu. It sticks out the side and over the street below by 4.5 meters. That's almost 15 feet and is about 23 meters from the ground, which is 75
nuts,
feet.
bro.
Who said aquariums are just for fish? We
That
need to
is
be on
nuts.
permanent display. And the one place that we can't be constantly on our phones and updating everyone of our latest extremely important outfit or thought or meal choice, well, that's when we're in a swimming pool. So to be sure that everyone can see us, the pool needs to be see-through and as visible to as many
don't
people
know,
in
Brian.
the vicinity as possible.
I don't know.
Whew.
Couldn't
You
tell
wouldn't
you
want
why
to
they're
waste
so
a minute
obsessed
of
with
that
that
potential
idea.
attention, would ya? Number 6. Bandra Om, India. The concept for this residential skyscraper seems to incorporate a whole mixture of the various sorts of sky pools and aquarium stylings that are all the rage right now in architecture. This proposed building in Mumbai incorporates people-sized fish tanks on the balconies so that the inhabitants can float about in a pool and be absolutely certain that everyone
That's
around
kinda
them
cool.
can see them doing so.
That's
Such
kinda
fun.
cool. I ain't
This
gonna lie.
30-story building
Those
is
are- that's
designed
still
to be
creepy as-
super
crazy as
prestigious
shit, but
and
those are cool.
luxurious.
That's
And
cool.
why would you have all that swanky stuff if not to show
That's
it
cool.
off? The designers, of course, say that the
Misty
design
said
of
I'd get
these
arrested
pools
'cause you'd
is
be
actually
skinny
all
dipping or
about
some
erasing
shit.
the line between living space and the surrounding world. Well, that's easy to say from the high-rise luxury of your super pricey exclusive apartment now, isn't it? But that surrounding world
this one you
isn't all
could,
swimming
though.
pools and sunbeams. Number 5. Crocosaurus Cove, Australia.
What?
Sliding through a shark tank with that super thick plexiglass between you and the toothy exhibits may seem tame next to this one. Although,
Wow.
frankly, the idea of this sounds proper exciting to me. But then again, you know how I feel about crocodiles. This is an unusual attraction in Darwin in Australia's Northern Territory, where visitors to Crocosaurus Cove
crazy,
can actually
bro.
get into the water with a gigantic saltwater crocodile. It's not quite as mad as it may sound, obviously. After all, feeding your visitors to hungry predators is not a good business model, so that isn't exactly how they do it here. What actually occurs is that visitors pop on a think suit and get inside a contraption that is reassuringly named the Cage of Death. This is a
they're not gonna get
plexiglass
hurt, but that
box
shit
that's
would be
lowered into the
crazy.
water of a crocodile pool, all in the safety of a carefully controlled tourist
Would you do that shit? Chat, come on. Would you do this? Tell me if you do this shit, chat.
environment, of course. From inside this container, visitors can hang out in close proximity to massive scaly reptiles as they swim about in the water, but they can't actually get close enough to be eaten, so that's a relief then. Saltwater crocodiles are amongst Australia's deadliest animals, and you know they have a lot of those, so this is an experience that feels kind of dangerous, even though participants are completely protected for the whole duration. How else are you going
That
to
shit
get up
would be
close and
nuts.
personal
It'd be
with a
crazy.
beast that could
That's
snap
like
you
going
in half
diving with
and
sharks
live
and
to
shit in
tell
the
the
shark
tale.
cages. That shit would
Number
be...
4.
I'm definitely not
Embassy
doing. I would do that
Gardens,
before I did the shark
London's
cage.
floating sky pool. Oh, another one of these see-through suspended swimming pools. This time we're in London, a city that's not exactly synonymous
Look
with
at
the
these
weather that's
goddamn
required
pools,
for
bro.
outdoor swimming,
That
but
shit is
what do I
nuts.
know? The Sky Pod is a floating pool that's suspended 115 feet up in the air, located between
I'm
two
good.
blocks of apartments
You
in the
got that one,
residential
Jack.
area of 9 Elms
I'm
in
good.
Vauxhall, London.
I'm not getting that pool. What happens if that motherfucker just breaks, bro?
This current hotspot is not only a novelty with all the glass-bottomed terror of swimming up in the air, but it also offers incredible views of the city, including the London Eye and the Houses of Parliament. So that right there is something to look at when you're trying not to look down and descend into blind panic. The pool isn't
Right?
really open to
Yeah,
the public
that
and is
shit
only
gives me
available
anxiety
to
right
residents
there.
of
That
those
shit would
fancy
be
flats
scary.
and their guests. But frankly, as far as I'm concerned, they can keep their see-through sky pool to themselves because it just gives me the wiggins simply to look at it.
Facts.
Number 3,
Agreed.
Pool of Death, Hawaii.
What?
With a name like the Pool of Death,
Right.
it should come as no surprise that this is possibly one of the most dangerous places to swim on the planet. You have
yeah,
been
'cause of the
warned.
fucking
Pool
tide
of Death
pools.
is located on an island in Hawaii,
The
and it's a body
waves.
of water that seems to have a very unsavory habit of killing off the people that have the audacity or perhaps the recklessness to swim here. The pool itself may look pleasant and inviting for a peaceful dip, but don't let appearances fool you. The danger of this place lies in the unpredictable sea right beside the pool.
Right. Look, getting washed out to the ocean.
The little rocky cove is surrounded by walls of volcanic rocks, and that pool is full of stunningly clear and sparkling water. But then suddenly, and it really does come out of nowhere, the huge waves from the ocean can rush into this idyllic scene and, well, drown you until you're completely and utterly dead. And that would, frankly,
Bruh, that
really
shit
spoil
would be
that swim.
fucking
This is no
scary.
exaggeration. The Pool of Death has taken many lives in just such a manner, and it really is no place for a dip, so don't try this one at home. Number 2, Siam Park, Tenerife, Spain. This is the largest water park and happens to be
That's
in
cool.
Tenerife,
That's
one of the Canary Islands.
Is that a big-ass
It's full
lazy
of all
river?
that stuff that you would imagine a water park to have, and then some. Siam Park has a vast network of water slides and wave pools, a couple of super exciting water rides, and some relaxing junk too, like Thai-style cabanas, if you like that sort
Like
of thing.
Siam,
But the
like,
feature that makes
in
this place
Wyoming?
stand out more from the rest is its lazy river. Well, actually, it's the place that it takes you to that's unusual.
Is this in Wyoming?
The slow-moving warm water that begins the lazy river slide was just a gentle introduction to its affairs. It soon ramps right up and whisks you off into a raging river, downhill, and into a secret shark tank below. But fear not, this is not an elaborate Bond villain murder tank.
Where's
These
this
sharks
at?
are properly
Chat, does
contained,
any- do
and the
any
lazy
of you
river
guys know where
slows
this
down
is at?
again to allow riders to fully enjoy the face-to-face experience of these fearsome
This shit
predators.
would be tight. I
So,
wanna go here.
just so you know, even if a shark did bite you, they would likely just spit you back out again. Human meat is apparently not all that tasty to sharks at all. They don't realize that until they've had a nibble, but these sharks are behind glass, so I'm sure you'll be just fine, probably. Number
It said
1.
Cheyenne. That's in,
Deep
that's
spot in
Spain?
Poland. Until Dubai came along with their massive deep dive, this pool was the official deepest in the world. So, deep diving is basically anything below a depth of 30 meters, and this place was pretty deep, for a short while anyways. Deep Spot in Poland is located in a town with a distinctly unpronounceable name with 17 consonants all smushed together, about 30 miles to the south of Warsaw. It's 45 meters deep, or 150 feet if you prefer, which was pretty impressive. That was until Dubai made theirs 60 meters deep and basically did a big V's up to this Polish kiddie pool. It was designed for diving training and welcomes divers of all levels, right from beginners. And you don't even have to be a crown prince or anything to get inside of it. Well, there you have it. Yet another list of
That's
scary
cool.
swimming pools for your eyeballs. Do you feel inspired to go sling a paddling pool on the roof of your bungalow? Or perhaps you have loftier ideas?
Yeah, I don't feel like doing any of that nonsense. Shout out to the Scary Cherry, though. That was a good video. That was some good shit right there. All right, let's end this video off with something, I don't know, something different. Let's do this. The freaks come out at night. Number 2. Let's do this one right here.
West Hollywood, California. Happy New Year. It appears that we have an acrobat here.
Oh, buddy is serious.
Who does he think he is, Tom Cruise or something?
Yeah, he does. This motherfucker's on a mission.
You are now watching
Mission
Doorbell
Impossible.
Los Angeles,
Go ahead and
California.
hit that like button for your boy.
Looks like this guy
Please
had
and
one too
thank
many at the
you.
New Year's party.
Hit that subscribe button if you ain't
Looks
subscribed.
like he spilled something on his jacket or something.
Oh, buddy's lit. He got kicked out the car. Yeah, buddy was
Los
fucked up.
Angeles,
Buddy
California.
was fucked up.
Yeah, the freaks come out at night, part 2.
Freaks come out at night. Part 2.
Check him out.
Buddy doing?
Hey, leave that alone, buddy. Get lost.
Buddy is tripping.
Inglewood, California. Two creeps are seen walking into someone's backyard late night. In the other clip, they're seen walking out the front door. Apparently, they broke inside.
Oh, they went in and handled business. Oh shit, camera, run! Like, oh, we already got you on the camera, bro.
What a shame.
They probably didn't get caught though, so.
Los Angeles, California. Check him out. This guy's seen jimmying a package through someone's gate and running off.
What's good? I sent my order to the wrong house. That's my bad.
Hey, that's not your order. Put my pizza back, buddy. Hey. Talking about you sent your order to the wrong house. This is the right house.
Stole my dinner.
West Hollywood, California. Check out this Bonnie and Clyde duo. They're seen casing this house out, and then they double back and into the home through the back gate.
Damn.
Yeah, better make sure those gates are locked.
Facts.
Because the
I was
freaks
about to
come
say,
out
lock
at
your
night.
shit.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, lady? Close my gate.
Wow.
You don't belong back here.
He didn't even try it. All she did was try the doorknob, and the shit was unlocked.
Yeah. Get lost.
Oh, they must have not had shit over there. They didn't have nothing worth stealing.
Phoenix,
That's what it
Arizona.
was.
A man is seen outside with a 12 gauge, and he's racking it.
What is Buddy doing?
Hey, buddy, need to go inside the house with that.
What the hell?
I don't know, maybe he didn't want to, he was unloading it and he didn't want to do it inside the house. Yeah, go back inside. Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, the freaks come out at night.
That last video, I'm real confused. But the only thing I could think of is maybe oh boy was right. Like maybe he just didn't want to unload this shit in the house. Like just in case something will happen, he didn't want to put a hole in the ceiling or some shit. Like
Doors always
that's all
locked.
I could think. Like what the hell?
Because they love wiggling them doorknobs. Memphis, Tennessee.
Get the fuck out of my truck! Get the fuck out of my goddamn truck!
A woman catches someone breaking inside her truck.
Get the fuck out of my truck! The guy 2 seconds. Get the fuck out of my truck!
Apparently, she heard them breaking the window, and she caught them in the act. Let's see what happens.
She
My
about to
truck
go
right
out there
here.
with the glizzy.
Oh.
Yeah, the freaks come out at night.
Damn. At least she caught him in the act. They still broke the window, but at least she probably stopped him
You
from
better go pick
stealing
mine up.
anything else.
Go get him! He busted one out. Yep. You heard it? Yeah. Call the cops, Mom. Come on. Get your phone.
Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. A man is seen trying to get away. He crawls under somebody's car to hide. I don't know what this guy's up to, but I don't like it.
I was about to say, running from the police.
Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, this is why you gotta keep those doors locked. Hey, what are you doing? You don't belong here. Get lost.
Fucking weirdo.
Las Vegas, Nevada. Yeah, we got a female porch pirate wiggling someone's doorknob late night trying to get inside. She sees the camera and she tries to cover her face and she walks off. Meanwhile, in Memphis, this lady's still out trying to investigate what's going on with her truck that these guys were trying to break into. Her mother apparently went to go call the law. Yeah, good thing she had that camera.
She ain't even went outside to see if they if they even took anything.
I love the videos where they catch the guys in the act. Good for her. She looks like she doesn't play around.
For real, with that type of haircut,
good people are tired of being
ready to fight,
victimized.
She ain't worried about you pulling no hair. She gonna beat your ass. For real.
Hopefully the law comes and responds pretty fast. I'm glad she stopped him.
Yes.
Man, she ain't gonna see the law till tomorrow.
I just had someone to break into my car. And the door's still open, but there's glass and stuff out there, and he just walked away. We told him, get out, get out. And come on, just give him the address so the cops can pull up. Yeah. Address is 2.
You know it took them cops forever. Forever. Go on and go put a bag in your window. Take any valuables out the car. Because it's probably going to get broke into again before the cops get there. I'm just saying.
That's a good phone number. That's a good phone number for you.
Good phone number?
901.
I should have shut it.
No, you shouldn't have. That wouldn't have been justifiable.
Nope, not at all.
Don't do that.
Especially
if somebody's
like
breaking in
Cali
their
and
car,
shit.
just let them get away. Don't use deadly force on them. You can get jammed up like that.
Yeah.
Blazer. Gray, white,
There's
blue
nothing
and
in your
white.
car that's worth taking somebody's life.
At all.
So you saw the person that did it?
Yeah, he had on a gray hoodie, and that's green hoodie, black clothes. Green hoodie, black clothes.
Did she just say green hoodie, black clothes?
Los Angeles, California.
That didn't even make sense. But all right. Oh, shit.
Yeah, looks like somebody was partying a little too much on New Year's night. Hey, that's my car you just crashed into. You gonna leave your insurance information or what?
Hell no.
Hey,
That motherfucker
where you
out of
going?
there. Or trying to be out of there.
Some people just don't have no regard for other people's property.
That shit ain't
They just
going
drive
nowhere.
around irresponsibly. They crash into your stuff and they just drive off. What a shame.
They ain't driving
Los
nowhere.
Angeles, California.
The cops gonna get there before that
freaks come out
motherfucker.
at night. Check out this
Yeah,
doorknob
Ken Block, man.
wiggler.
Shout out to
What do
Ken
you
Block,
want?
bro. Yeah, that shit is so sad, bro. Yeah, I really like Ken Block. You know, that shit I heard, and that shit is super crazy. Condolences to the Ken Block, or to the Block family. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Ken Block died in a tragic snowmobile accident, I believe in Utah, like 4 or 5 days ago now. But yeah, super, super upsetting, man. So shout out to the, family of the Blocks. Shout out to his whole team, the Hoonigan team and all that shit, because I know they're probably fucking hurting just as bad. Shout out to all the people, man. I know Ken Block was like a very pivotal and inspirational person to a lot of people. So yeah, shout out to Ken Block.
This is your house. There's nothing in there for you. Get lost.
And if you don't know who Ken Block is, he's a famous rally car driver and like stunt driver.
That's why you gotta make sure your door's
he's a
always
rally
locked.
car driver.
Yeah, you'd never notice many people with wiggling doorknobs unless you had a video doorbell. You better pick one up, because they're out here. And they're out at night. Meanwhile, in Memphis.
Was he black?
Meanwhile, in Memphis,
And where is he now?
I don't know.
He's out
I don't know. He
in
just
the
walked
rain.
away. As we were screaming at him, he walked away.
Okay, which way did he walk on? Exchange towards Lauderdale?
No, we're inside the complex. We're inside the complex, inside the apartment. So,
but you can still be like, he walked north, east, west, south.
Okay, we'll
Like
get someone out there.
he walked towards the office. Like you can still give
Yes,
him a
ma'am.
direction.
Well, at least she caught them in the act. Good for her. Seems like a brave woman. I feel for her. Nobody wants their car broken into. Nobody wants to be a victim.
That's real shit, though.
She looks pretty upset.
Yeah, we all grew up watching Ken Block, man. Yeah, that shit's sad as fuck.
We want to thank her for sharing this video. You're really brave.
And I almost just sat there. Someone said, cut your Ring camera on.
I commend this woman, but I wouldn't recommend going after anybody that you see breaking into your car.
She didn't.
The best thing
She
you can
stayed
do
in
is
the
call
house.
the law. It's not worth risking your safety over whatever
just
is
screamed from the
possessed
door.
in your car.
She
It really
caught him
isn't.
off guard. She didn't go after him.
heard it upstairs, yeah.
I mean, the most that she did was open the door and be like, "Get out my car."
There was the glass drop, and some said,
The freaks come out at night.
They're so dumb. Oh man,
Doorbell news, crime ones coming to a neighborhood
they're
near
so
you.
stupid.
Make sure you subscribe today.
If a
They're
thief
so
breaks in,
stupid.
the first thing they'll notice is your security camera. Hide your camera with Cam Masker. Cam Masker works with Ring.
Oh man, I can't even. That was dumb. Anyways, man, I appreciate you guys. Shout out to you guys. Now I'm out of here. I gotta go. I'm outie. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I have a couple uploads also. There should be at least one upload tomorrow, and then I'll see you guys on Sunday for the Sunday members live. So members only on Sunday, and Sunday every Sunday after. So Sundays from now on are members only. We may record. I may not screen capture, but I may record the Sunday lives, the members only, and then I may break them up into little pieces that I may upload later in the week for regular uploads. But that is to be determined, and I'm gonna let we'll talk about that in the members live if that's something that we should do. But yeah. You guys have a good fucking night, man. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to catch you guys later. Again, hit that members button or that join button if you guys want to join us for the members live on Sunday. If not, please just hit the subscribe button. It's free $99. It helps your boy out tremendously. We're trying to hit 100K one day, so I really need your help. Please grab some merch if you guys want to support the apparel. Check it out. It's super tight. I think you'll really enjoy it. You get hoodies and T-shirts. There's 4 different designs right now. We have one more logo coming out soon. I don't know exact date, but one more logo coming soon. But we got 4 different ones you can choose from now that you can get in both hoodies and T-shirts. Like I said, check out my Instagram, thatguymilehigh, my YouTube video, or if you don't know, Instagram and Facebook, thatguymilehigh. And there's a link to the merch in the bio of both of my YouTube or Facebook and Instagram. And then if you go to YouTube, there's a video that I posted about 5 days ago that says new apparel, high clothing, or something like that. I don't remember the exact title, but you'll see it. It's about a minute long. In the description of that video, there's also a link to the new apparel as well. So please go check it out. See if you something you like and want to support. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys later. You guys have a good one. Peace out.